Hello everybody, my name is Spider and welcome to episode 3 of my series. That wandering trader is really loud, by the way. It's been here for the past few days in Minecraft and it just won't leave. Just a quick recap for those of you who haven't seen my previous episodes. So far I have tamed 2 parrots, made a basic wheat farm which is over in that direction, very difficult to get to, and I have built a hole in the wall. Oh, and of course right at the end of last episode I wrote up my goals for this series. Oh, I added parkour after I already finished recording. That was supposed to be on there from the start. I don't know how I forgot it. I guess I just didn't write it down. I honestly spent a lot of my time sightseeing. I probably should be further along, but that's what you get when you want to spend all your time looking around. Anyway, my original plan was to put my bucket list up on a lectern to be like all fancy and give it the respect it deserves. But sadly, my dreams have had to be put on hold due to the fact that I don't have a cow farm for the sake of sustainable leather. So instead, this episode, I'm going to work on the much more pressing issue of my starter base, if you can even call it that. I don't have much in the way of materials right now, but at the very least, what I want to do, hollow out this space a little bit more, give myself some headroom, give myself proper walls, maybe a second floor, a bedroom, just the basics. It's just a starter base, so it doesn't have to be super fancy, but I mean, I at least want to proper exit down into my mines, this is not elegant. See, my original plan was to build up a little bit and have another room up there, but I think I'm going to have to adjust my plans because it didn't account for the fact that I'm really close to the ground up there already. Like it's basically only a few blocks of dirt and then I'm cutting through the surface of the earth, which I guess I could put a house up there and that might be cute, but right now I am staying within this hole, so I think I'm gonna have to adapt around that. I think I'm gonna have to build inwards rather than upwards. Okay, see, now I feel like that is a much better sized entryway to a starter base. The walls are still looking pretty bland, but we can decorate that. And I've sort of got a bit of a sorting plan going on here. It's definitely not going to stay like that. I am going to sort this all out properly, but for now I don't have very much stuff. So I feel like 3 chests should be just about enough to hold it, and I'll probably sort it all properly off camera because nobody really wants to watch someone go through all their chests like that. I kind of like the idea of leaving this wall as just being cobblestone, partly because I don't want to have to change the outside again. This was the only design I could come up with that looked like half decent on the fly with what materials I have. But I also just kind of like it in the sense that it's sort of, I mean, this leads down into the mines, and eventually this is literally just going to be my mine entrance most likely. But it's also the fact that like it's kind of like, those hipstery restaurants where they have the exposed wall. It reminds me of that, but like in Minecraft, so it's cobblestone instead of brick, and I honestly don't mind it. Now, these walls I want to not be just stone and dirt, but I can't really think what I want to make them out of. I could extend the cobblestone walls around, but that does seem kind of boring. I think the major downside is I don't have any windows or doors leading outwards to decorate with, so I'm gonna have to make it entirely interior decorating. I could just use jungle wood planks for the walls, but that kind of feels too samey with the floor. Alternate idea, I redo this entire floor but in a different material and then do the walls in jungle wood. I think I'm leaning towards that idea, and I think for now I'm going to make that cobblestone, but when I go to the nether I think I'm going to try and collect enough quartz to change the floor to quartz. Or I could just use a different wood. I don't know. But for now, I think I'm gonna use cobblestone. Wait. Genius idea. Potentially, this could change everything. Does this look terrible? I can't tell whether it looks terrible. I feel like it clashes with the cobblestone in the walls, but if I kept it with just cobblestone on the floor, then it would be way too samey. I think what I could use is a darker wood for the floor, but in wood form, rather than... Oh, that would look so cozy actually, now that I think of it. I could use spruce wood for that, but as far as I'm aware, we don't have any nearby. I guess that'll be something to look for. I think for now, because I don't want to spend all that time making these stone brick blocks. I'm just gonna stick to the cobblestone for now. I can use these for something else later, it's fine. Even after all that, I landed on the jungle planks to the floor in the end. As you can see, I've put in some lovely walls. I've probably sorted all my chests, at least well enough for now. And I've put up something of a safeguard here, just around the entrance to the cave, just so I don't fall down accidentally, I guess. Similarly, I've got the pillars holding up the ceiling, because, I mean, the last thing I want is a cave-in if I'm living underground. I think this is already looking way better, like way more comfortable, way more home-like, I guess. I guess that's kind of a stretch, but well, there's still not a lot of space down here is the problem, so it's a little bit under-decorated. And I am pretty lacking for resources, to be fair, and also knowledge of what the popular decorative blocks are currently. My idea for the space, which I'm pretty sure I said way back in my first video, is that it's going to be the entrance to the caves, so I wanted to fit that vibe, I guess. Some armor stands would be nice, I think, indoors, and some tools like hanging on the walls, you know. I'd like to make it look like a mini forge, I think, is what I'm getting at. So I guess a workbench, I could put up a fire, maybe back here with maybe a chimney coming out. I'm saying maybe a lot. I'm not really certain just yet. Stone cutters. If I had the iron, I'd make an anvil. It's probably where I will put one when I can make it. I might not be able to fit everything that I'm thinking about, of course, considering the space constraints. But, you know, I can certainly try. I can try and make this place look more lived in. More like somewhere you'd actually want to be. Now, this is while I was off camera. So I don't have the footage of it, which I think is unfortunate, honestly, because it was the first time it happened to me in literally since my return to the game. But I got killed by an Enderman. I got my first death, basically. As you can see from the wood piling up in here, I've been down in this cave, and you might have seen from me standing there just now, the reason I was down in this cave is because there's a mysterious chicken here. Like, it's just a mystery chicken. I haven't been throwing eggs down here or anything. It's literally just... It just appeared. And I don't know how. I mean, I really don't have anything to say on the matter aside from how do you exist? How are you here? Oh, I mean, I'm not going to kill it, obviously, because it's a mystery chicken, and why would I kill a mystery chicken? But, I mean, it's definitely... Oh, it's definitely here. Okay, I'm gonna block it in. Yeah, I'm definitely... Oh god, Jesus, I'm not dying in this pit for a second time. Well, that drops a carrot. Before I got the jacket potato, I killed a zombie, didn't I? Is that where the carrot came from? Oh god, did I look at you? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Getting my ass out of there. I didn't think I looked at it. It was like above me and I was looking downwards-ish. Is it following me? Okay, I think it wasn't chasing me. I think I didn't look at it. It was just kind of walking in my direction. Better safe than sorry. Oh, this is a big day in the spider not running in fear from literally every enemy fandom. Look at this. Okay, how do I switch it to my other hand? It's F. I remember because I did that by accident. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna run from anything ever again. That's definitely a lie. I'm gonna run. I'm still a coward. That hasn't changed. And then with the iron nuggets, I get one torch, I get 9 of them, one left over. Boom. That's actually super cheap because it's literally only one iron nugget, and if you're better at the game than me, you're gonna have loads of them. And that was what I wanted the lantern for. I think this is like, I mean, it's not quite as detailed as I'd like it to be. Maybe I could figure out how to add to it later. Stone buttons might help actually. Let me try that really fast. That's not a stone button. How do I get a stone button? Okay, that's how I get a stone button. So if I put one of these down like on the side here, I think okay, that looks so good. That looks like it's like rubble or something. That improves it so much. Okay, I'm making a couple of more of them. See, and now that looks like it looks like a little pile of stone that the miners have dragged out from the ground and just scattered around the furnaces. That fits so that fits so much better. I think this originally I wanted to go with the cute cozy vibe, you know, make it really look like a home, but now I think I'm fully committed to this being just the entrance to the cave. Like I think I'm going to go ahead with that straight out and just sleep here for the time being. It'll incentivize me to build myself a proper place. Wait, what the hell is a spear? So it's basically the same as a shovel, but pointier? Is this worth anything? I guess it's like cheaper than a sword, but okay, so if I want to make an armor stand, I need a smooth stone slab, which apparently means smelting stone. Uh, which I it's basically like toasting it, really, if you think about it. Oh my god, you can as well. Smooth stone slab, sticks. It works. Okay. I was half expecting that to be a joke. Okay. Where do I put this? I kind of want multiple, and I can make multiple. It's not actually that expensive now that I've got the stone slabs. Alright, so I've given it my first suit of armour, my useless, awful copper armour that sucked and didn't protect me at all. Oh, just hit my head and all, that's fine. This, I kind of want to give leather armour at some point. I think it would be good to give it like a yellow hat. I remember how to dye leather hats, leather clothes in general. I need a cauldron for that, which I don't actually currently have enough iron for, but I'm sure I will eventually. Can you be quiet for 5 seconds, please? I'm trying to talk. Oh, speaking of my parrots, actually, I do have names for them. In the comments of my last video, Unchecked Door suggested naming them after explorers, given that I am going to be, you know, building a ship eventually somewhere in the world. I haven't been out here much today. I'm just now realising. Anyway, for you, I'm going to name Marco Polo, who you might recognise from the popular game Marco Polo. Polly for short, because you know, it's a classic for a reason. And you, as an homage to the fact that I keep calling my parrots pigeons, apparently, I'm gonna name you Pigeon, because that way it's not wrong. It's not wrong. It's correct, and I'm correct, and you can't judge me for it. The final thing I wanted to do this episode is this. Put you up there. Not you. You up there. And I have my book and quill, my lovely bucket list, just in a picture frame, pride of place above the door as you leave, as you come in. It's just sort of in lieu of the fact that I still don't have a lectern to put it in. When I do, I think I'm gonna put it like in the middle of the lake or something, because I feel like it would be really nice to have it super central like that. You know, it bothered me back then, but it bothers me now too that stairs are so expensive. Like 6 oak planks for 4 staircases. That's such a rip-off. You know, I could be just totally talking out of my ass here, but I am convinced that I get more like non-fish stuff when it's raining as opposed to when it's not raining. I've gotten like all sorts just from fishing while it's raining, and then I try and get the same sort of like cool things while it's not raining, while it's all like nice and sunny out. and all I get is fish. And don't get me wrong, I like getting the fish. Fish are very useful to have. They're very delicious and yummy and tasty. Oh, and I got one just now. But I don't know what this is. I don't know what this could be used for. But I don't know. It feels like something precious. It's got a yellow name. That kind of feels like I should put it up here. But I've gotten this. I've gotten this. I've gotten just a bunch of stuff while I was fishing. I've gotten this that I got in the zombie spawner, but a lot of water bottles, which I guess makes sense. You know, if there's a bottle in the water, it's very quickly going to become a water bottle. What was that? Hang on, I don't see it anymore. Oh, there it is. Oh, I forgot that I needed to breathe. Hiya. Oh my god, I'm being poisoned. Oh, was that a puffer fish? God, nobody wants me to check out this awesome animal. Hiya. I don't think it's hostile. It doesn't look like it's attacking me, but I'm a little bit nervous anyway. And I'm gonna drown again. God. That was really cool. Okay, I don't know what that is, but everything else has just been like, oh, that's a fish I haven't seen before. Oh, that's obviously a dolphin. That's obviously a turtle. I don't know what that is. It's really cute though. I'm pretty sure that this shell belonged to whatever it was that I saw out there. I'd check properly, but it was gone. So I really hope that doesn't mean that I accidentally fished up its brother or something. Maybe that's why it sicked the pufferfish on me earlier. Oops. Unfortunately, I think that's just about all we have time for this episode. Next episode, I'm going to be outside a lot more. I plan to fix my farm. Ouch. I plan to fix my farm. It's a little depressing looking still. The wheat up there, it's not doing a good job of being decoration. And I finally want to get some animals. Thank you all for joining me. Like this video if you'd like. Don't forget to subscribe if that might be maybe something you want to do. And I will see you all next week. Bye bye!